Hey everybody, how you doing today? You might want to buckle in for this one. And if this is the first time watching, thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet to my coaching channel on YouTube, please do so. I'd love you forever. You just click the link, click subscribe, tap the bell, get the notifications, watch what happens. For those of you who already have, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Your support means the world to me. So every once in a while I come across, I'm a self-proclaimed study nerd. Right? Love research, love studying, reading, and all that kind of stuff. I came across one today that I think everybody can relate to. I certainly can. I'll share my story shortly, but it's an article by Dan Waldschmidt, and it's about stop making excuses for who and where you are. So if this applies to you, keep listening. I want to share this with you, and you get a chance, I'm going to find a link to the article, share it with you. It'll blow your mind. You know, we talk about during these messages about, what you do, who you are, all those kind of things, and that, one of my favorite sayings I've ever received someone tell me is that you matter and that they appreciate what I do. That's why I try to reinforce that so that you hear it. If you don't hear it from somebody else, at least you'll hear it from me, that you matter and I appreciate you. Part of that is due to the fact that I've always measured myself up against other people, other things, other places. You hear about don't compare your first chapter to somebody else's 20th chapter and all those things. And it's easier said than to do. But this article that Dan states that everything, the big stuff, the little stuff, everything matters. Everything matters to your success. Everything matters to your situation. Everything matters to your finances, to your faith, whatever that is. Everything matters. It's all part of your story. So he goes through and he gives examples of where if people were to listen and take all that criticism in and think that they're not where they're supposed to be or they're not who they are supposed to be and they struggle with that quest for authenticity, gives you some great examples here, and I just wanted to share them with you. And pardon me as I read, I have to share these. So Sigmund Freud, I think people are familiar with that. He was booed off the stage when he presented his theories to a group of scientists in Europe. Booed off the stage. So someone who is considered one of the greatest minds of all time was booed off the stage. Did that stop him? No. Did he listen to the critics and say, well, maybe I'm just not meant to do this? No. He kept on pushing on, surrounded himself with people who believed in him and supported him, and look what happened. Albert Einstein didn't speak until he was 4 years old. Couldn't read basic words until he was 7 and was expelled from school. Einstein turned out okay. So kept on believing in who he was, believing on where he was, what he needed to do, and believed in himself, and looked what happened. The last one, Henry Ford. Henry Ford failed at farming, at being an apprentice and a machinist, and went bankrupt 5 times. And all he did was revolutionize manufacturing. So there are so many other examples, and I really want you to dive into Dan's article. It's just fantastic. But the point is this. You may not be who you are, where you want to be, and all that different kind of stuff, but focus on exactly who you are in this moment, exactly on where you are in this moment. But, be appreciative of how far you've come. If you've overcome struggles, if you've overcome challenges, be grateful for those. I think back over my life and think about these different periods where I tried to be someone I wasn't. I tried to fit in. I tried to be popular, and I tried to do things that would make me be perceived a certain way instead of staying true to who I was. And call it life lessons, call it maturity, call it whatever you want. All I know is that I am so grateful for who I am today because it allowed me to meet the people and continue to get the support from people and the encouragement from people. And now I want to pay that forward. You got to believe in yourself. And I know that's easier said than done. Most things are. But when you start to do them, little by little, watch it change your life. So again, I'll end it again with you matter. I appreciate you. Go get them.